This is ESPN Esports. I'm Arda Ocal. Jacob Wolf and Tyler Erzberger have broken the news that Team Liquid have entered the professional Valorant ranks in Europe. They signed the remaining 4 stack of Fish123 alongside ScreaM, one of the hottest free agents in Europe, to round out the Team Liquid roster. So that'll be Eccles, Soulcast, Cryptix, and Link from Fish123, as well as ScreaM, rounding out the Team Liquid roster. They will compete in EU. Here are my 1, 2, 3 takeaways from Team Liquid entering the professional Valorant scene with these signings. Number 1, it's about time. From the Team Liquid side, we've been waiting for more professional teams to enter the EU scene, and that is a perfect example of this is what happened with the Vitality Open. We saw some great teams, maybe middle of the road. We saw a lot of Turkish presence, for example, a lot of teams we wouldn't normally see qualify for the top 8 in the Vitality Open, but at the end of the day, it was really the G2 coronation. They really are la creme de la creme, the team to beat, the one to watch in Europe, and there isn't too much top quality competition competing against them as of yet. So it's really great to see a team like Liquid get into the professional scene with such a quality signing. Fish123 are a team that had a lot of success in the closed beta, and this brings me to my second point. It's about time for Fish123. Speaking of G2, formerly Artis was with Fish123, but now he's signed with G2, achieving much success there, as we saw G2 winning the Vitality Open. But for Fish123, we saw a lot of great success, particularly in the closed beta. They won the Solari Cup. They won the Mandatory Cup. They won several thousands of dollars in prize pool money by consistently getting first place finishes in European tournaments. Now, that could be because the quality of competition in EU hasn't been as developed as NA. We see several orgs in NA already popping up, creating some high quality competition, as we saw even in the Pulse Invitational, which was considered to be a B tier tournament in NA. We saw teams like TSM and Cloud9 and Together We Are Terrific achieving great success in that tournament. So, and Gen G, the winners, of course. So we're seeing a lot of great competition there, and hopefully that will now follow suit in Europe with teams like Liquid jumping into the ranks and making great signings. ScreaM was somebody who was seen as one of the top prospects in Europe. Where would ScreaM sign? He had been scrimming. He'd been playing with Fish123, most recently in the ePulse Valorant Prodigies on June 27th. He had a lot of success with his own team ScreaM, playing on Team Mixwell in the Twitch Rivals event, and also playing for Prodigy. And even though Prodigy shows up a lot and get some great results, we have to point out that Prodigy as an agency, they represent these players. So for them, it's and a lot of the players are already signed to different orgs. Ninjas in Pajamas is a great example, a couple of their players there as well. So it's important to note, for a team like Prodigy, they care most about the to elevate that talent, to give them somewhere to be seen, to showcase them so that they can be signed to an organization. So Team Liquid definitely took note of Fish123, definitely took note of ScreaM from these tournaments, and decided this is the team that we want to put together. Tyler Erzberger also made an interesting point when discussing this topic. It seems as though the paradigm that European teams is following, and this brings to my third point, how will we see more bolstering of the EU scene? It seems as though the competition aspect of it is very important, but the marketability aspect of it is equally as important. So one of the paradigms, one of the formulas that European teams seem to be taking is find one star player, one person that can basically handle all of the marketing on his or her back. They are the marquee player. They are the show person, the star, and then build the team around them to make it as competitive as possible while still as marketable as possible. And this is exactly that at work for Team Liquid. You have ScreaM, who's a marketable player, who's very successful, who's very well known. But then you have Fish123, who have proven track record, proven results. Definitely look at their resume and you'll see success there, and money have been made. And they were looking for a team. They were already a cohesive unit, minus one person. And now you have have them under the Team Liquid umbrella. So, a lot of moving parts here. It's really good that the European scene is continuing to bolster. We don't have nearly as many teams jumping into Valorant as we do in North America, but certainly with that formula in place, and I do believe that we're going to see a lot more teams, especially after the Vitality Open, take a look at some of these teams and some of these players and say, okay, I think we can make an investment here. I think we can look at this free agent here, merge these players here, and jump into professional Valorant. I do believe that as it pertains to these teams, the interest is there, but they want to do it right. Maybe we might see a little bit of a holding out, a little bit patience, a little bit of patience being practiced here as they find the right mix of that marketable person, but also those players that will bring them success, rounding out the 5-stack. So this is a good move for Team Liquid all in all. To have ScreaM as that marketable guy, to have Fish123 who were really looking for a home and you were really wondering, when will this happen? The sentence to leave this on for both Fish123 and for Team Liquid and also for the European scene is, it's about time. Hopefully other teams follow suit and we get more quality competition in Europe, and G2 won't just run away with several tournaments. It'll be a lot of fun to see G2 and Team Liquid competing in that first tournament after this signing. Let us know in the comments below what you think. ScreaM and Fish123 joining Team Liquid. Are you in favor of this? Do you think this will make a good team? Do you think they'll flop? Do you think that this won't be so good? They have been scrimming together. They didn't get the best result, or at least the one that they wanted in the latest tournament, having played together. Do you think that's going to be rectified easily? Do you think that this team will get better over time? Do you think this is a good investment for Team Liquid? Let us know in the comments below.